All right, Grand Rising, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
Thank y'all for jumping on.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah.
How y'all doing out there?
So we're going to go ahead and get started with our broadcast. Today is
Frequently Asked Questions Friday. Y'all come on in. Come on in. This is the blank spot.
we're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. But we got a quick announcement to make as well. And we're going to be sharing it throughout the live, right?
Listen, guys, we have a weekend sale going on. Weekend sale. Many of you may have received emails, text messages. We got a weekend sale going on. Our amazing sublimation paper. We're talking about the rolls and the packs. 25% off. Also, our build your own sublimation gang sheet, guys. 25% off. So if you are one that you do sublimation, you need some paper, you haven't tried our paper, come on in, try our paper, 25% off. Also, our amazing gang sheets. If you have an order that you need to get out, go ahead and get 25% off of those gang sheets and also our amazing sublimation paper. All right, so that's our weekend sale. Starts now until Sunday, 11:59 p.m.
So we're gonna share two of the gang sheets in a little bit to show you just how long they are, how big they are, and how much stuff you can get on. It's gonna be depending on your sizes of your transfers and everything.
Yep.
But just so you guys know, if you are new to the platform, type of number 1 in the comments. If you're brand new, it's your first time watching this, type of number 1. A lot of you guys may not do sublimation, okay? But we do provide sublimation transfers. We have sublimation blanks, but we also have t-shirt transfers like screen print.
Yep, we have screen print transfers, full color, single color. We have rhinestone transfers, guys. We have chenille patches. We have a variety of different things for you t-shirt makers out there.
So a lot of people want to know how they can get started with the t-shirt business. And that's why we come on Fridays when we have the ability or the opportunity to come in on Fridays. You guys will shop with us all week.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. But we also want to go ahead and try to give back to our shopping community, our customer community, give back to you guys. So some of the questions that you may ask while we're doing our marketing and our sales Monday through Thursday, because we're doing our sales and we're attempting to reach new customers, some of you guys are asking questions that we don't feel comfortable answering at the time because we're focused on marketing and advertising.
Right. It could be a time thing. We may not be able to answer all of the questions that's coming in. Or the questions may be coming in so fast that we don't even get to your question.
We may miss them, really.
We may miss it. So that's why we want to come on here on Fridays and, give you guys a chance to ask any questions that you may have regarding what we do. Okay.
So our attempts and efforts to provide good customer service, quality products, and answers on how to use our products is what we're geared and centered to do. A lot of times, you come on platforms and people are selling without giving you an opportunity to ask questions. We have all of our products, all of the descriptions on our products are on our website.
Yep.
So if you happen to go to the website and you don't see the description of the product that you're looking at, or maybe you don't understand the description, don't hesitate to email us. Don't hesitate to call us and ask us so you can get a better understanding before you make that purchase.
Right. And most of the time, guys, what I've noticed with the description, you just got to scroll down a little bit lower and the description will be there. But as Eric said, our number's there, during business hours, you can give us a call. We have a chat. We have a chat feature on our website. You can even chat with us. Now, we have a lot of people chatting with us and sending us emails. So you guys are going to have to be patient with us. But we'll get back with you as soon as we possibly can.
So now, if you email us on yesterday and expect an answer or a response today, you just have to understand, like Dee said, we have lots of customers and we're answering emails in the order in which they come. So we're not just sitting around, waiting on emails to come in. We don't have a setup like that because some of the emails we have to personally answer. Some of them we actually have, our team to answer. So the other thing, and let's get into sublimation and why we do what we do. Sublimation, and I had to be reminded this morning. My wife had to remind me this morning that we are reaching new customers every day.
Mhm.
We're reaching more and more new customers. Now, I want you guys to understand something. As you get on these platforms, specifically ours, it may not be inviting to you to get on our platform because you don't see us actually doing something.
Mhm.
If you're coming to platforms like ours and you're looking for somebody to teach you how to do something, well, that's not really the platform that we provide.
Mhm.
Okay, we will give instructions on how to use our products and show you how to best use our products to get the best bang for your buck.
Right.
But we're not sitting there on live all day showing you how to do processes.
Right.
So
We just want to show you guys how best to use our products.
Yeah.
So we're not that teachable, type of platform. And I know you guys, you get on and you learn a lot, you see a lot, when we're on here, but just know that, that's not our business model. So we're just here to, kind of make sure that you guys understand how to use what we have to offer for you guys.
So the best way to learn, if you're brand new, is to go to our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our YouTube channel. It is the Blank Spot. Check out some of our free videos,
Mm-hmm.
and then purchase some of our products, and then try to apply what you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you actually learn.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's, guys, we've been on YouTube since 2021.
Yeah, doing this,
and doing sublimation, and we have so many videos going back. I can remember when we had the little small office space that we have videos going back way that far as far as sublimation goes.
The growth.
So I mean, and you guys could go back and look at those videos to see, that growth, and just to see all the different items that we've sublimated. It's been a lot. So you have that opportunity. Make sure you subscribe first to go back and just revisit. You can just type in, all of the different, well over 200 sublimation items.
Helpful videos
that we've done, that you can go back and you can, take a look at.
So now, what if they don't do sublimation?
So if you don't do sublimation, it's okay. It's all right, y'all. Because guess what? We offer other items, right? So we offer screen print transfers, single color and full color. We offer rhinestone transfers for you guys. Things that you can just go in and you can just pick up, put it on a shirt, and guess what? You got to sell, right? So don't worry. It's not all about sublimation. We have other items as well.
So just so you guys know, if you're interested in starting a t-shirt business or an apparel company, you have to understand the supplies that you're going to need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot of people are on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on a budget, you may not have the money to buy that $500 or that $1,000 heat press. Just make sure that you stay within your budget. But all you need is a heat press that's going to clamp down.
Yeah.
It heats properly and it clamps down. So you don't need a name brand heat press.
Right.
Especially when you're just getting started. I think that's kind of a waste.
Yeah. When you just get started, I remember when I first started, I started with the small, 15 by 15, something that I got, off of the A.
We're gonna start saying the A. We're not gonna advertise their business.
And because I wanted to do t-shirts for my grandbaby. So I just went on and got me a little inexpensive heat press off of the A. And then I learned that and realized, hey, I need to kind of move up. You got to start small like that. You start small like that because for one, you don't really know if it's what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And two, you don't really want to spend money on stuff that you might not, want to do.
So speaking of heat presses, if you go to our website, theblankspot.com, we do sell heat press bundles.
Yep.
Now, if it's not in your budget, just keep scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the bundle and see what comes with the bundle, because we got t-shirts that's coming with the bundle. We got transfers.
Yep.
We got heat tape.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got some tape dispenser, whatever. So we have it set up in a bundle. So it's going to be worth your bang. And plus, if you're comfortable with shopping with us, then you know where you're getting your items from.
Right.
I want to touch this a little bit because sublimation, especially when it involves apparel or t-shirts specifically, because there's a lot of people who are starting t-shirt businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Sublimation may not be the ideal option if you're starting a t-shirt business, because everybody's not going to want white t-shirts. I hear it all the time. People say, well, people don't want They don't want white t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
They want other color t-shirts. Or people say, and the people who are saying this are you guys that are making the items.
Yeah.
People want cotton shirts.
Mm-hmm.
No, people want comfortable shirts.
They want comfortable.
And if you have been making polyester shirts or using polyester shirts and they're not comfortable, well, then maybe you may need to go to our website and check out some of our comfortable 100% polyester shirts with the cotton feel,
right,
and see if that changes your mind. Now, they may not want the white shirt, or they may want a shirt where they can do a full color design on a different color. Yeah. So what's your solution for that?
For the full color?
Yeah.
Go to our website. We have a bunch of different variety of full color transfers. Full color, single color that you can use on cotton shirts. Okay. I mean, we have the single color ones. They can come in black, white, red. They're single color, but with the full color, we have a bunch of different genres. You know, we have the holiday collection. We have, you know, we have Halloween. We have, you know, we got Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up. You know, you have mama. You have all different types. Nurses, teachers. All different types of different transfers that you can just use your regular cotton shirts. If you have customers that do not want or they say they don't want white, you can just go in there and look to see what collections we have. Look through those collections to see what type of transfers, you know, you can offer those clients. You know, it doesn't always have to be custom. You know, you could just get a basic transfer that I promise you, put it on a nice color shirt, mock it up, and I promise you they will buy it.
So you mentioned custom. Had someone ask a question yesterday, and I don't feel like I answered the question totally correct or fully to my ability. So I want to address that today. Someone asked yesterday, what made us do full color screen print transfers instead of DTF transfers? And I want to address that one. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people out there that's going to be making shirts, and that's what they're doing. They're making shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, things like that. Mm-hmm. You're making shirts and you're looking for DTF. Okay, you're looking for DTF. Why? Because that's what you've been introduced to.
Right.
You have never been introduced to anything other than, well, we know sublimation doesn't go on dark colors,
right?
And it has to be polyester. Mm-hmm. Now I want something that goes on a black shirt, a red shirt, a blue shirt, and you've been introduced to a solution of DTF.
Right.
Well, we don't do DTF because it's not cost effective.
Right.
We have done DTF transfers. We have sold DTF transfers in the past, and we may sell them again in the future. However, catering to a custom clientele for full color transfers is not our thing.
Right.
We're not our customer audience, our target audience, our customer avatar is not that one that says, hey, well, I want to order a custom DTF transfer or a custom DTF gang fee.
I think that I feel that we can reach, at this point, we can reach more customers with doing generic.
Yeah.
Because yes, you have a lot of people that want custom, but I believe with generic, awesome design, we can reach more people. Okay. That's what I believe.
So Jose wants to know about, can you print DTF transfer sheets on a UV inkjet printer? First of all, that's not my wheelhouse. That's not my genre. So I'm going to totally stay away from that. Okay. But I want you to understand the question that you just asked. You asked, could you print DTF sheets on a UV inkjet printer? DTF prints, just so you can grasp the concept of the question that you asked, is going to take DTF ink.
So he said UV DTF. That's the whole.
No, he didn't say UV
DTF.
DTF. He said, can you print DTF transfer sheets on a UV inkjet printer? You got two different processes that's going on right now.
Yeah.
You got DTF, which is one specific ink, and then you got an inkjet printer, which is a different type of ink.
Yeah.
And then now you're talking about crossing those inks, and you may end up damaging the print head and I don't want to go too deep and be too technical, but all of these printers it's about the print heads and what they can actually handle.
And I think you're thinking because of the fact that, during the whole, COVID times, we were able to use the regular Epson printers for sublimation. Can you do that with DTF? We have no idea. That's not something that,
we even care about. We even care about. I don't even care about it, to be honest.
But that question we don't know.
Well, you have to think about it. You have to think about it. If I want to print DTF, I need to get a DTF printer. If I want to do it, if I want to do DTF from inside my home, from inside my craft room, I need to get a DTF printer. Mm-hmm. Now I can either convert a printer, because all of them pretty much converted, or I can purchase a printer that's already ready to go DTF. Mm-hmm. But when you start talking about DTF and then UV
and then inkjet,
it's three totally different things. So I want you to go back and,
you might want to do a little more research on that, so that you can kind of understand the differences with that.
So once again, our customer base, we run across a lot of people who are new and just getting started. So let's be honest, the average person who's just getting started today, this week, or this month, and this week is the same thing, right? Today's the 7th or the 8th. So if you're just getting started, let's be clear. Are you going to trust yourself with doing a custom item that you're going to sell to somebody? Probably not. And you got to think about it. A lot of people probably not going to trust you doing a custom item if you're just getting started. So our customer base, our target audience, are those who are just getting started.
Right.
They're just getting started. And you really don't know which way you want to go.
You're just getting started. You don't know which way you want to go. You may not even know how to design, custom design.
Yeah.
Because, people, they would want something custom, but you may not even know how to design.
Ready to press.
Right. So,
items.
So you can just come over, and get something ready to press. It could be something faith-based, or something for Christmas, or something for Thanksgiving that's ready to go. And now you don't have to worry about the custom and all that other stuff. You can just have something ready to go. But it's up to you to let that customer know, hey, these are the options that I have, so that you don't have to go through, all of that. So
Joe, Jose, excuse me. I'm not sure why you shared that. I'm not sure why you shared that link, but unless you're sharing our links, we're not doing that. Okay. Remember, this is a business, and today is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. So we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping. Okay, do a tad bit of housekeeping. This is not a free for all. This is not a free for all type platform. We're here talking about frequently asked questions and also advertising our products. Unless it's our link, we ask guys that you don't share it. If it's a question that we can't answer, we're not going to tap dance around it. If I don't know, I don't know.
Right.
But just let's not do that. Okay. So, so full color, there's so many different options to full color. You got DTG, direct to garment. You got DTF, direct to film. You have full color screen print transfers, which a lot of people don't know of and haven't been introduced to.
Right.
But when you're talking about custom and personalization, that DTF would be the best option.
Yeah, because
most cost-effective option.
Because with DTF, it's those onesies and twosies with DTF. When you're talking about full color screen print, now we're talking about family reunions. We're talking about those types of orders that you're going to want to that you use that with. So I mean, you got several options. We choose to push full color screen print and single color screen print, for your colored shirts.
Now,
that's what we decide to.
And that's okay, Joe. I appreciate you apologizing. That's okay. Maybe later, maybe you can email us. That'd probably be better to email us at info at theblankspot.com. You can find our email on our Facebook. Email us that printer, and if I can help you out, I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just got your I got some of your comments, John. So John was saying that it'll be easy to buy prints that are already done, especially when you're just getting started. Now, if you are a pro at this thing, if you are a GOAT, you think that you're a GOAT, then definitely that might be a thing. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. This is for people who are just getting started and thinking that they got to have all of these printers and different machines and things like that. For us, and we have a warehouse, and we do this full time.
Mm-hmm.
This is our bread and butter. This is how we eat. For us, and in the location that we're in, and the things that we offer, it is not cost effective for us to purchase a printer and actually provide and produce DTF transfers and gang sheets. That's not something that we desire to do.
Right.
Now, if we could find a local company that would provide the pricing that we wanted, then that would be no issue. And we'd be able to offer that to our customers with that turnaround time, because we still have to be able to make money.
Right.
But because we can't find that locally, we go to our vendors, and we, alternatively, we decide to do ready to press, full color screen prints. And now you have different genres. You have genres such as, like you said, for Christmas that's coming up, Halloween, Thanksgiving. You have different topics, faith-based, teachers, nurses, Mardi Gras, mama, things like that. And this is only gonna make sense to people who are selling shirts,
right?
Not people who are making shirts. That's a difference.
Yeah, we just we suggest that if you are new to this t-shirt business, you don't have to go out and buy all of that equipment. I can just imagine how many printers are in the DTF graveyard right now.
Oh man.
Why? Because we jumped out there, we went and got these printers, and you don't have any customers.
Yeah.
So now your printer is in DTF graveyard.
Sublimation, the same thing.
Sublimation graveyard, right? Because we jumped out there, you didn't build up your clientele in order for you to maintain those printers. So guess what? That's what we come in at. Come on over here. We have the ready to press transfers to where you don't have to worry about maintaining any type of equipment, especially for those of you that are still on a 9 to 5. That is hard to do, to maintain these printers while you are still working. Okay, so that's why we suggest that you do the ready to press. You can still run your business with ready to press transfers. You can.
So now we're gonna go ahead and get off of that DTF thing, because I don't want to beat a dead horse, so to say. But we're here because we have two things to take care of. One, we have a sale going on this weekend. The sale is from today until 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday. On our paper, on our
amazing sublimation paper. We've seen several sales to come in the last few days for our paper, because it is amazing. And you know what? You want to try it. So today and through Sunday, 25% off of the packs and the rolls, even if you want the cases. We even have the cases, because we have cases of paper as well on sale. So you come on in, get you some paper, try it out, and get 25% off. If you are one that you want to try a gang sheet with your own images, come on over here and get you a gang sheet. Gang sheets are 25% off. The biggest gang sheet we have is a 44 by 60. Come on in, put your own images on there for sublimation. Okay, try it out. 25% off until Sunday.
Now, sublimation is not just about doing apparel, although there are a lot of people who mainly do apparel. Sublimation has a lot of different pieces to it. So that's why we can actually offer this. We feel comfortable offering this to our customers. That's how we got started. And we found out that there's a huge need for sublimation in the sublimation community. However, as you can see what we're wearing right now, this is sublimation. You're not going to be able to do this in any other process.
Right.
even with the direct to garment, you're limited to size.
Right.
So that's one of the things that we were able to do. John, I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to you later on today. We can have a discussion off the live, okay? But it's gotta make sense to you. It's gotta make sense to you business wise. So we know that we attract a lot of people who are very new to business. We would love to attract more business owners. Yeah. However, here's the deal. And this is what a lot of people don't talk about. And that's why this is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. A lot of business owners or so-called business owners won't talk about this or discuss this. When you start off as a crafter, then you graduate to having a side hustle. And then you graduate to creating a business. You are now looking for the best prices.
Absolutely.
At the lowest cost. Now, you were probably doing that in the beginning, but you didn't qualify to get those best prices at the lowest costs, but because you didn't have the education,
right?
You didn't do the research or didn't do your homework to find the vendors to help you to get those lower prices, so you can have lower overhead and have bigger profit.
Right.
Now, when you graduate and you now run a business and you're actively running the business, we know that we're not going to be your clientele. You're not going to be our clientele.
So what does that mean? That means that you have moved up. That means that you have grown. Okay. We don't expect, if you are growing, we don't expect for you to stay with us. We expect for you to grow. We want you to grow and get your own, go direct. We want you to do that. Okay. We don't want you to stay here if your business is growing and that's not your model anymore. We don't want you to stay. We want you to grow.
And I think that's what a lot of people they fail to understand when business. Your customers are going to evolve.
Yes.
If you are a supplier like we are, we know that we supply to crafters, people who are beginning, side hustlers, things like that. People who don't want to do the research, who don't have the time to do the research.
Exactly.
But as soon as they have the time to do the research, then what?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna grow and you're gonna go do other things. So we don't expect you to stay here. You know what I mean?
Full color custom or personalization is not our genre.
Yeah.
Anytime you're doing, and this is just me. Once again, we're going to talk about this just a tad bit in general. Anytime you're doing custom work, you have to have a great relationship with your supplier or your vendor.
Yes.
Because custom has a lot to do with turnaround time.
Yep.
If I have something on the shelf, if I have this transfer on the shelf, I can sell this just like this, no problem. It's right here on my shelf. It's not back ordered. I don't have to wait for it to get shipped to me and then make it and then ship it to my customer. So now I can provide good customer service. But when you're talking about providing all these different printing services, as we started doing printing, more and more printing services, and you don't have the equipment, now you run the risk of, is it going to be there on time?
Right.
Of course, the quality. You got to do your homework and get the quality together. We ran into a couple of suppliers that did not have good quality. They didn't have okay quality. And we found out because we compared things. The reason why we stick so closely to full color screen print transfers, as you can see one back here, that's full color screen print transfer, is because of the quality and the control that we found vendors that we can actually work with, that actually work with us at a price point, because we are business owners. Right. We're looking for that business pricing, just like you are. And we refuse to pay, $5-6 a sheet when we know that we can get it for less and have just as good or even better quality.
Right. Because guess what? If we're getting it for less, then that means that we can
sell it
to you at a lower cost, right? That's the whole point.
We can't buy a $7 transfer and then go back and sell it to you for $14 at retail.
No,
that makes no sense.
That's ludicrous.
Because it's it's so many things that are available. So if it doesn't make business sense, then we just won't do it.
Right.
And we won't insert ourselves as a business where we don't belong.
Right.
That's not our place. Frequently Asked Questions Friday. This is the blank spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Our paper rolls, our paper packs are on sale. Our gang sheets. Let me show you one of our gang sheets.
Yeah, so Eric's going to show you guys one of our gang sheets. This one that he's bringing up, I believe this is a 24 by 60.
Yep.
24 by 60.
And this is just a generic. Now, you can find this online. And this is one of our gang sheets that we actually have online for Halloween. Okay.
Yep.
Can't really show you guys how tall it actually is.
So 24 by 60.
But you can kind of see on the TikTok, you can see that. And then I'm going to slide it in front of your face just a little bit. Okay. So 60 inches is about 5 feet. Okay. And this is about 14 designs on here. This is available on our website, but for your gang sheets, you'll be able to add your own images, right?
Yeah. So if you got some things that you want to get printed for sublimation, guys, right now is the time. Okay. You have, I believe it's 5 different options for the gang sheets. Okay. 5 different options. The biggest option is going to be your 44 by 60. Go ahead and get, those t-shirt transfers put in there. Even if you're doing fans, go ahead and get your fans put in there, guys. 25% off. You cannot beat that price.
So we do have a video on our YouTube channel that shows you how to upload using our software. It's really not that hard. We got a lot of new people that are coming through wanting to get larger prints. Even if you want 3D printing, if you want 3D printing all over prints, we have that option available as well. That's not on sale, but it's still available.
And that video is also on the front page of the website as well, to show you guys exactly how you can go in and you can put those images on that sheet for us to print it out for you.
So you're new to business, whether you're doing apparel, whether you're doing drinkware, whether you're doing bags. We don't do much talk about crafting. And when I say crafting, I'm talking about
crafty type stuff,
cutting things and piecing it together. But if you're new to business in general, go ahead and drop your question. Okay, maybe you're making some type of apparel. Maybe you want to create some opportunities for yourself to sell more t-shirts. I think back to school is a great example of what we're doing and why we are doing it. Back to school, there were not, and I can't speak specifically, but generically, I don't think that there were a lot of people that were looking for custom or personalized items for going back to school.
I mean, from what I've seen,
teachers for shirts, I should say for shirts.
On my timeline, it's just been normal shirts, that we're back to school. This just been normal type things, that you can wear, every day.
And anybody who's been doing crafting, like I've seen some of the templates that people have used for the crayon boxes.
Yeah.
That's been customized,
right,
and personalized. But now when you take a genre like teachers, and you can sell these. I don't know if you guys have websites. As a matter of fact, do me a favor. Type a number 2 in the comments if you're actually operating off of a website. If you currently have a website, if you're sharing your products via a website, type a number 2 in the comments. And I guess I shouldn't say website because I know the social media platforms allow you to upload images. I know the social media platforms allow you to upload images.
They do.
So I can sell on IG without having to.
And they let you upload your image?
Yeah. I can sell on IG without doing it. I
didn't know about that.
Maybe I'm saying it incorrectly. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it incorrectly.
I don't know.
So only one person responded with the number 2 to one person responded with the number 2 to having a website, and that's Latrice. Okay. Let's see. You said that you keep missing our Tuesday and Thursday sales. Are you missing? You missing in action?
You might need to put a
reminder
on your phone because it's every Tuesday and Thursday.
So just so you know, and this is for anybody who shops with us. I know you guys want deals because that's what generically we look for. We look for deals, but you don't have to wait until we have a sale to shop with us. because we may not have a sale for some time, depending on what's going on. So, but right now, website's always open.
And we always have great products and great prices on the website.
So what I was getting to was, if you are using a website to publish your mock-ups, because this is nothing more than mock-ups back here. If you're using a website to publish your mock-ups, then you can have generic type designs in collections. I have a teacher collection. I have a nurse collection. I have a mom collection. We have it in sublimation. We have it in DT. Excuse me, don't say that. We have it in full color screen print. We have it in single color screen print. And through those collections, your customers can see what you have to offer, and they can pick and choose. I talked about this yesterday about shopping off of the rack. Type a number 3 in the comments if you guys shop off of the rack.
And what does Eric mean by that?
Shopping off the rack.
When you go into Wally World,
Target, Belk, Macy's,
Macy's.
You're gonna get a shirt off the rack.
You're gonna get it off the rack. Now, are you gonna go up to the counter and say, "Hey, can I get my name on the back of this shirt?" No. You're gonna get that shirt. You're gonna go up to the counter and you're gonna pay for it, right?
Now, this is not the downplay. This is not the downplay customization or personalization. This is to encourage people who are selling to not just make shirts. Because when you're doing custom and personalization, you're kind of advertising and sitting back waiting for somebody's birthday to come up, for a concert to come up, for an anniversary to come up.
So you're just waiting on that. You're not advertising like just generic things. You are losing.
That's where we come in.
You're losing, guys. That's where we come in. Come in, and when it is the off season, if you're only a person that does maybe grad stuff or something like that, if it's your off season, what are you doing? Are you not offering anything?
You can build up to have clientele to where you are getting custom orders on a regular basis. But what happens when that time slows down?
Right.
And you don't have a platform to advertise, hey, you know what? Maybe somebody just wants to participate during St. Patrick's Day, right? I want to participate during St. Patrick's Day.
We have too many holidays for you guys not to be doing anything for each one of them, right? We got too many holidays for y'all not to be just offering these generic type t-shirts and stuff. We got too many holidays. If you guys want to grow and make money, you got to learn how to use these holidays. Okay, use St. Patrick's Day, use Mardi Gras, use all these different holidays to make money, other than, to go along with your custom items. You got to learn how to do that.
So the reason why we come on Fridays, when we can come on Fridays, because be honest with you, we have been really, really tied up, is to give back, answer questions. I see that there's not a lot of questions going on, a couple of comments, but to give back and answer questions of those of you who had questions about getting started. I'm going back. I'm on my secondary platform. I'm reading some of the comments that are on TikTok. Dimitri says, I've been printing for over 20 years. Nothing about printing is easy. That's always an obstacle. And it is. It's never going to be easy, especially, once again, many people that are in business, as I see the numbers are dropping. I guess we're losing people. People are not excited about this because we're not standing on top of the table and making something. But to the customers that want to have the conversation, lock in. A lot of people don't have a target audience. So for those of you who are just trying to throw a rock and hopefully it lands somewhere, that's going to always be an issue. You don't have a target audience. You don't have a customer base. You haven't said, this is what I do. Right. You're saying, hey, I'm going to buy a sublimation printer. I'm going to buy a screen print machine. I'm going to buy a DTF printer. I'm going to buy a DTG printer. And I'm going to buy a 50 by 50 inch heat press. I'm going to buy all these different things so I can get all of the customers. What you just bought was debt. What you just bought was
debt.
You just bought
and time.
you
debt and time.
You gotta realize every time you buy another piece of equipment, if you don't have someone to stand behind that equipment to run that equipment, you are doing it yourself. So now, once again, this is nothing to discourage anybody, but this is to actually let people understand, help people understand that you can run a profitable business by outsourcing some of the things that you don't have the items to do, the hardware to do, some of the things that you don't have the ability to create and make. You can actually outsource that. We outsource a lot of our things.
Yeah,
outsource a lot of our things. But
sure do.
You guys just jumping on. If you haven't done so, drop your city and state, like the video, share the video. This is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. We come on Fridays when we're able to come on talking about things business related, business wise. We want to make sure that people understand that we're not just here to make sales. Of course, we want to sell our products. There's hands down. If we're not selling products, we're not in business. We want to sell our products. However, we're not here to compete against another company that's doing something that's not in our lane or in our wheelhouse. That's not what we are competing against. Unfortunately, is your attention. We're competing for the customer's attention because it's so easy to lose focus. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it really is. You know, it's so easy to lose focus because every time you look around, there's this new thing, right? There's this new thing every time you look around. But if every time we look around and we see this new thing and we're jumping on this new thing, then we'll never get to a point to where we're satisfied with that thing before. It's always going to be something new, and you just always gravitate to it. You gotta what's the word I'm trying to say?
Well, you have to master.
You got to master something and be comfortable with that one thing before you running to get something else that's happening next week, right? So that's the thing that I see with not being focused, and not being able to grow your business because you're always jumping on. Or we're always jumping on, okay, the next thing. And
there's nothing wrong with being in the trend.
Right.
But I've seen a lot of crafter turned business owners. They're buying all this equipment because they fed into the BS of how much money you can make when you haven't mastered keeping the money that you have. So,
or are we looking at, are we following these people that they have the following?
Yeah, you're one of them. You're one of them.
They have the following to make the money, but do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Not saying that you can't get that, but do you have it right now?
It takes time, man. It really does.
It is a crawl, walk, run in this industry.
Transparently speaking, I was very frustrated before coming on today, because even though our numbers are growing, I'm not feeling like I'm seeing the numbers that we should be having based off of the followers that we have on our social media platforms. We're sitting at about 28,000 followers on TikTok, which many of those are robots. And then we're sitting on close to 60,000 followers on our Facebook, which most of those people are not really following us. They just they saw something they liked and they followed. And then we got close to 7,000 on our YouTube. And I'm thinking to myself, man, we're working extra hard to market, to get out there. And we realize that if we don't market that day, then our customer base forgets that we're out there. So that's another thing that you guys should be asking about. If you're running a business and you are marketing, what type of issues, what type of challenges are you having?
Yeah.
As you're trying to reach customers, because the first thing you have to understand is who are your customers.
Yeah. And what are you guys doing? What do you do to reach your customers? Are you still doing the old school word of mouth? Just sitting around waiting on somebody to say, hey, this person over here got this really nice t-shirt over here. Like, what are you doing on a daily basis to reach new customers? Not to continue with the same ones. Those two But what are you doing to reach new customers on a daily basis?
Because I've heard mixed reviews about doctors and other physicians and GOATs and greatest of all times and other best practices of coaches coming on talking about having that repeat customer. We love repeat customers.
We love repeat customers, but we also need new customers.
You have to understand something. If you're watching us via your platform and you have the algorithm already sees you like crafting, you like making shirts, you like making cups, you like making things, it's going to send those things to you. And if you see a lot of people making things similar to what you're doing, you're going to think, well, man, there's a lot of competition out there.
Yep.
But there's really not. There's not a lot of people who are doing what you're doing. There's not a lot of suppliers at our level. They're either higher or lower, but there are not a lot of suppliers at our level. So you have to understand that staying focused is going to help you to get to that place to where you say, okay, there's so many potential customers out there that are looking for you. So many potential customers that are out there that are looking for how you can help them.
But what are you doing? What are you doing to reach them?
The thing about us, and we started with sublimation, and our, like my wife says, amazing sublimation paper with the high transfer rate, the 99% bleed free, the no butcher paper needed. This is a great sublimation paper. The thing that we're up against when we market and advertise is mindsets.
Yep.
People are content with mediocre. I saw some
mediocre is okay for people, and
I saw some advertising. I saw some advertising early this morning, and I saw people posting all over shirts. I saw people posting different things, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, man, I know customers.
It's like, y'all okay with that?
Can't see, but me as a business owner, I'm not okay with mediocre things.
Yeah.
But it's we're our biggest concern is getting a better product out to people and getting it to you for a great price. If you could get this paper, knowing that what you're using may not be giving you the best results, but you can try this paper out for 25% less than the retail price, then why not try to get something better?
Yeah. Especially
if you have an audience, if you have a platform, if you have someone who's actually purchasing things from you. That's what we're here for. If you don't have a printer that prints large prints and you need something large or oversized for sublimation, well, why not order the gang sheets at 25% off? Everybody likes saving money. However, we can't save money at the expense of losing customers. And I think that's one of the things that we end up doing. We end up being so focused on saving money to where we lose money because we got to buy things twice. Or case in point, we just got started and we want to buy all the equipment. So I want to buy all this equipment, but I don't need all this equipment right now. And I'm thinking that if I buy all this equipment, then I'm saving money.
Right. But you're not saving money because you spend the money on all the equipment. And guess what? Your clientele is not there. So the orders are not there for you to even recoup the money that you spent on the equipment.
It's going to take some time. It's almost like renting property. You can actually purchase a property for, $50,000, and you can rent that property for, let's say you pay cash, and you can rent that property for $1,000 a month. You're not going to make that money back until 5-6 years later. And what's happening is people are purchasing these items, these machines, not having, like Dee said, the clientele, and then getting frustrated because you listen to somebody to say, go ahead, this is what you need to get started, instead of having that clientele. There's nothing wrong with having things for personal use.
Get your clientele first.
But if you're buying all these bulky items and you know, like she said, all these printers that are in the graveyard from people not being able to do it. All these printers are in the graveyard from people not being able to break away from their 9 to 5.
Yep.
Not being able to manage or balance what it is they want to do. Someone says, Quanta says also not pricing things correctly. Not pricing them correctly. That's another issue that we find.
I think a lot of people, they just happy you got a sale, but you didn't make any profit. So how are you going to grow if you're not making any profit? You just glad you got a sale? You know, that just doesn't make sense to me. You got to understand your profit margin, because if you don't, you will never get anywhere as far as business wise. You will never be able to grow to a different level. You'll always stay at that same level.
So frequently asked questions Friday is a time and opportunity to ask questions about business, how to get started, what things you need to get started. And if you're going to be making t-shirts, apparel, all you need is a reliable heat press to get started. That's the facts. All you need is a reliable heat press to get started. If you're going to be making apparel, and I'm saying making, you need to learn how to design. If you're going to be making apparel, because to me, making apparel means that you're looking to do some custom and personalization.
Right.
That's what making apparel means to me. If you're going to be making and selling t-shirts, buy some ready to press transfers. That's it. ATB Marketing is on YouTube. Thanks for jumping on. How are you doing? Says your first time here. Well, welcome. Let's see, not having clients, but then you have maintenance and supplies for the equipment. Absolutely.
So now that's more money that's coming out of your pocket, right? So you have to be careful, guys, when you are starting a business and understand what all of that stuff means. You know, you don't want to go into debt. You don't even have any clients. So how are you going to recoup, the money that you spend on all these items? So you got to be very careful when you are, when you're starting your t-shirt business.
And I beat this one till it's been this. I beat this one to death. Listening to the right people, following the right people on social media platforms. I want you to understand we're here to sell. There's no other ulterior motives other than to sell our products. We're selling via our business media. I'm not even saying social media, our business media platforms. We're hoping to monetize each platform that we're on so we can keep our business going. That's another stream of revenue. But we are here to sell. We're not this heartfelt, 501c3 that we're going to give everything away for free. And, people are here to make money. And if you're not here to buy from us, then you may be on the wrong platform. But the other platforms that you're on, they are selling. Hey, Lamar's, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. They're selling.
It's like we selling. You may not think so, but they selling.
They may not lead with the harsh truth.
Okay.
They may,
at the end of the day,
they may rub your back.
Selling you something.
They may rub the back of your head. They may hold your hand and tell you you look good and you're doing a great job. And they may give you all these inspirational.
At the end of the day,
buy my stuff.
They selling you something. Don't be fooled. Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially if that's their business. This is the one thing that I want you guys to understand. When you come to our platform, we're here to do one thing and one thing only. That is to provide you with great quality products and great customer service, and to encourage you, get you involved with our products. That's our desire. Our hang up, and every other business owner's hang up, is who are you looking at? Who are you watching? Who are you interested in? What are they offering you? We cannot, and we refuse to try to be the everything store. No. We tried that in the beginning and it didn't work. It's not going to work. And if you're trying to do it and you don't have a business model to where you have employees, even if you have employees, if it's not set up to where it's your business model, if it's not set up to where you have a target audience, you have you created your target audience, you have your custom avatar, you know what your ideal customer looks like, then you're gonna suffocate. You are gonna suffocate, and your business is gonna suffocate.
Yep.
Your products are going to just stay in your shop,
yep.
and you're gonna be frustrated because now what happens is you have not reached your audience. Do you focus solely on sublimation, or is it just a big part of your business? Well, sublimation is a huge part of our business.
Yep.
I know you're just getting on. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Our transfers extend to single color and full color screen print transfers, rhinestone transfers, and chenille patches. We also sell a variety of sublimation blanks and supplies.
Right.
And thanks for asking. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So sublimation is our baby. That's how we started. That's what brought on the blank spot. That was our baby.
And it's
right?
not, sublimation is not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Of course, we wanted to offer our customers different options. So that's why we, decided to go with, some screen print options, full color and single color, and also rhinestone and patches, because we wanted to offer our already customers that are doing sublimation, we wanted to offer them different options. But sublimation is our baby.
So because sublimation is our baby, we already invested into our printers.
Yes.
That gives us the ability to do sublimation gang sheets.
Yep.
That gives us the ability to do personal sublimation and custom sublimation transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Had we invested in a screen printing transfer company and printer, then we would be able to offer that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Had we done DTF, we would be able to offer that as well. We chose not to do that, and we chose to outsource those items if we choose to sell them.
And guys, it's not that and I know we keep talking about, DTF. We don't hate DTF. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, here at the blank spot, that's something that we chose not to venture into. Okay. As I stated, sublimation is our baby. That's something that you are always going to see us have, is sublimation. Okay. Who knows what the future holds when it comes to transfers for us, but DTF is not one that we decided that we wanted to venture into right now.
Well, here's the biggest thing, and the reason why that particular printing process is so Steve, I'm not going to repeat that. The reason why that printing process keeps on coming up is because people want other than white shirts.
Right.
They want designs on other than white shirts. I promise you guys, it's not about polyester. If people can put full color designs on a white cotton shirt, they would do it.
Mm-hmm.
People do it. So it's not about that. And I want you guys to stop for a minute. I want you to just pause for a minute and think about, customers are going to purchase what you offer.
Absolutely.
Customers going to purchase what you offer. If you offer something, somebody is going to, especially if you create your avatar and your target audience, they're going to purchase what you offer. When people decided to do custom work and personalized work, because custom basically by definition is from the ground up. Okay, it's from the ground up. Personalizing something, that means that I built a house and I'm gonna put I'm gonna customize it by putting USB smart stuff all in it.
Right.
But then I'm gonna personalize it by putting your initials on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
personalization.
Customizing means that I'm building something from the ground up. I'm gonna design it per your specs. I'm gonna design it per your color. I'm going to do all those things.
Yep.
And then what happens is you're going to go from there. Now, if you're going to do that, that's great. But when you start providing that option, you have to be able to keep up with that option.
Mm-hmm.
So now when you provide those transfers, because what's happening is people are looking for full color transfers.
Yeah.
This is a full color transfer on a clear film. Now, if we hadn't had all the conversation about DTF and full color screen print, and if you had not been on our lives before, you wouldn't know what this is.
You wouldn't know. I mean, I think that the first thing that will come to your mind is DTF. Well, it's not. It's not. There's other things. This is full color screen print. This is not DTF, right?
And the reason why is because that's what people have been introduced to.
Right.
People have been introduced to something, so they've gotten comfortable with it. Rhonda says, my question is why too. See, I've never answered that this time, but unless you talk about. Yeah, I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that. There's some things. There's a process. There's a printing process for every application.
There's.
But
it depends on what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish.
I don't hate a process. No. I dislike what it has become. I'm gonna slide that one in there. I dislike what that community has tried to make what DTF is. DTF, sublimation, DTF, screen print, DTG, HTV, rhinestones, none of those are a one solution answer to making shirts.
No.
But
because there's different depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends on what you're doing, right? If I am one and I want a all over jersey like this or a all over t-shirt, okay, the best process is going to be sublimation. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you are doing. Every one of these processes has a place in this industry.
Yeah, that's the conversation. Okay. White tone. I forgot that one, Steve.
Everyone has a place in this industry.
So J-Dub, I know we're live, and we're just having a conversation. Frequently Asked Questions Friday. Welcome to the live. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We're not gonna turn it into a hash slanging
we're not doing
conversation. That. We are here to sell our products. We're also here to answer some questions about what we're doing. There's some processes that I'm not fond of. I'm not fond of them because of the limitations of them as far as what I'm doing or as far as I'm wanting to sell. I don't hate processes. I dislike vinyl. Oh, that's John from TikTok.
Right.
I don't like vinyl. I don't like vinyl. Why?
There's a process for everything. Okay, say for instance, vinyl, right? So glitter vinyl, right? So you're not gonna get that same texture with the actual glitter vinyl doing that in DTF because you're not gonna get that texture and that feel of it, right?
Yeah, but you can get the look.
You can get the look, but you can't get that texture and that feel of the look. May not even look the same, right?
But I'm sold out on one process, so I'm gonna force it.
You can't.
I'm gonna force doing an all over shirt.
You can't
with a process that just does not make sense.
You can't, y'all. There's a process for every different. For every different thing. The process has a reason for it, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, if I want to do an all over shirt, I'm not gonna. The first process that I'm gonna think of, I'm not gonna think of vinyl. Because how do you do that?
So here's some of the issues as to why a lot of, and I'm not talking, listen, please don't be offended when you see this video. Let us know where you're viewing it from. Please don't be offended when you see this video. We're talking to a lot of crafters.
Yes.
So please don't get mad. I'm not saying a lot of crafters are responding, but we're speaking to, in general, a lot of crafters. And crafters want access.
Absolutely.
They want control. They want to be able to roll. They want to be able to get up at 2:00 in the morning because they got a text at 1:30, and they've been on the phone or been back and forth texting somebody for half an hour about an order. They want to get up in the middle of the night or early in the morning, roll over, and go to a printer or go to a press and make it. That's what crafters want to do. We're not speaking in the crafting sense. We're speaking in the logical business sense that you have to understand that there's a purpose for every process.
Right.
If you don't understand that, and if you won't receive that, that's fine. This conversation is just being had. But the whole idea about it is when you're operating a business, you have to understand, like Dee said, there's a purpose for every process. So
every process.
I'm not gonna. I may say, hey, you know what? We wanna do a vinyl shirt, and we're gonna, because we do sell vinyl. We don't talk about it a lot, but we do sell vinyl. I want to do a vinyl shirt, and the purpose for me doing a vinyl shirt is because I have access. It's a quick one-off, a one-timer, one order, and I don't have to worry about going to our vendor to get, multiple screen print transfers for one vinyl shirt. I may do that. That makes sense. But to sit there and say, man, I'm doing 50 vinyl shirts, I can't see the sense in it. But somebody else may see that sense.
Right. We just reading the comments, y'all.
Let me see. I hesitated to keep researching sublimation because there are just people that want to sell. But you two, yes, you're here to sell, but you're also here to help. And so this is what I feel. I feel like as a business owner, it's our responsibility to one, connect with our customers, and two, let you know the value of our products and services and show you how to use them. Now, this next thing that I say is not going to be popular. I don't care what Sally Sue is doing on her page. I don't care that she's making time machines and building cars, and you can get some stuff around your house and you can do it yourself. I don't care about that. I don't care about woodwork because I don't have any wood machines.
Right.
I don't care about plaster. I don't care about DTG. I don't care about direct to film. I don't care about those things because I don't have those machines and I'm not selling those products.
Right.
It's not that they're not great products.
That's
I'm not
just
selling them.
We're doing.
So
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here
that's not what we're doing.
I'm still not going to talk negatively about it.
Right.
But our goal is to sell and offer our products and services.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. John said, I don't use a lot of sublimation because everyone wants color shirts and sublimation doesn't offer white. So hold on, John. Let's talk about that topic, that comment. John says, I don't use a lot of sublimation because everyone wants color shirts and sublimation doesn't offer white ink, but the colors of sublimation are unsurpassed in my opinion. So
now let me say this before you make your comment.
We're probably gonna say the same thing.
Sublimation is not all about t-shirts.
Yeah. But that's his. So now if your business model,
but if that's your business model,
is t-shirts.
Get it.
If your business model is t-shirts, and if you have created a customer avatar and a target audience who wants colored shirts other than white, then of course that's going to be your statement.
That's your statement.
However, we have customers who do memorials and they want 3D shirts. We have customers who want graduation and they want 3D shirts. We have customers who just want a birthday shirt and they want a 3D shirt. They have dance teams. They have football teams. They have baseball and basketball teams that want 3D shirts. So to say what you said, I agree with your target audience. But as a general comment or statement, everyone doesn't want full color transfers on colored shirts. A lot of people do. So now when you think about it, does it make sense for you to get involved with another process when your target audience is wanting what you're selling?
Right.
It's the same concept.
It wouldn't make sense for you to get into any other type of project if that's not what you're doing.
If your customer base, if you build your customer base around offering a full color, a vibrant full color, large transfer that goes on a red, black, anything other than white shirt,
sublimation is not your thing.
It's not going to be
shirts.
It's not going to be your thing for sure. But like D said, imagine, and you guys will probably be blown away.
But how do you grow if that's?
Well, you can.
How could you? Just think about the possibilities of being able to offer something else along with that shirt, a tumbler,
a bag,
a keychain, a bag.
Yeah.
How could your business grow if you offer something else?
And that goes back to, are you supplying or are you making? If you're mainly supplying transfers, then this don't apply to you.
It don't apply.
But if you're making and supplying, then you're missing out, or you could be missing out on lots of sales. Or even if you're not making it personally, you come across a customer that desires something, you did no networking, and you have no one to outsource to, because you say, all I'm doing is this, and that's fine. But what a lot of people don't understand is that only doing one thing in a competitive area is going to limit your ability to make more money.
Not saying that you have to do all of these different things, but if there's something else that you could do to enhance where you already are, then why not do it?
Ask me when you have the ability to collaborate, with people on a business level, and you're talking the same language, you're not competing to make more money. You're willing to give another business that you're collaborating with the best business deal so you both can make money. But when you're only worried about the bottom line and you're not looking at, I can get more customers because I have customers that's coming in that want this, but I'm not willing to give a customer across town. I'm not willing to give a business across town a better deal so we can collaborate, so we can barter, so to say, because what I have, in my mind, what I have is more important than what they have. That's one of the things that is going to stunt a lot of people's growth. Imagine how many gang sheets, how many sublimation gang sheets, how many sublimation transfers we sell during the course of a day or the course of a week or the course of a month. We're literally over here printing money. That's not a flex. But because we have found a target audience that wants what we have, our printer stays printing. On the other hand, you can grow a viable business and have the same demand. You can have the same demand and outsource to a company and still have the same demand and still make the similar profit without doing the work. A lot of business owners have yet to understand how to make money in their sleep. A lot of business owners have yet to understand how to make money without effort. A lot of business owners still choose to make $100 using their own efforts, 100% of their own efforts, instead of making that $1 and I didn't do anything to make that dollar.
Right.
So the conversation then gets thin because you're no longer talking to you're not talking to developed business owners. You're not talking to people who are at a different level. I'm not going to call you a non-business owner. I'm going to tell you that, hey, you know what? You got somebody doing screen print over here. You got somebody doing DTF over here. You got somebody doing sublimation over here. Why can't those three businesses get together, outsource to each other? Somebody's going to miss this whole thing. It's going to go all the way over y'all's head.
Why? Because everybody want to have their hand on everything. You got to have your one hand on everything.
Instead of
you
focusing on what you want to do.
You got to be the one to say that you've done everything. That's why.
There's money to be made in this industry. Whether you decide to be printing in the crafting industry, whether you decide to be creating, designing in the crafting industry, whether you decide to be making items in this crafting industry, there's money to be made in this industry. The problem is, no, it's not about gatekeepers, baby. It's not about gatekeepers, because the definition of a gatekeeper, by definition, is somebody who's keeping valuable information away from somebody. The information I'm talking about
It's out there.
It's out there. It's nothing. I don't want to know about the back end of your operation if we collaborate. If we collaborate, I'm going to use Steve for an example. Steve does white toner. If Steve and our business collaborate, I don't want to know the ins and outs of the back end of his business. I don't want to know the ins and outs. It's not my business. It's my responsibility to sit down with Steve, have an adult professional conversation, and come to an agreement to where we can set our prices low enough to where he can make money.
Mm-hmm.
And he set his prices low enough to where we can make money, because we're both business owners. What I'm saying is, and I think a lot of people are missing, the problems is that there's too much competition going around unnecessarily. There's only 331 million people in this country.
Mm-hmm.
3% of those people are business owners. 3% of those people are business owners. That means that 97% of the other people are potential customers.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a large percent of business owners that are struggling financially, not because of gatekeeping. I hate that word. Hate is a very strong word, in my opinion. I hate the word gatekeeping because people use it, in my opinion, they use it incorrectly. There's a large amount of people who will not work together,
Mm-hmm.
because, like Dee said, you want to have your hands in what I'm doing on the back end, and you want to run what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
instead of minding
Right.
your business.
But when it comes down to it, if we're collaborating and I'm sending all of the people to you for your process, but you're not sending anybody to me,
that's a problem.
that's a problem.
That's an issue. It's one-sided. It's one-sided. So until neighborhoods can come together in business, there will never be a community. You will always see one or two people doing very well in a town or a city. But collectively, you will not see a lot of business owners doing well, because everybody wants to be in everybody else's business.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Watch this. And I want to talk about this, Bumble, because and everybody has their own opinion of what you're saying, and I respect your opinion.
I can't see.
She says, absolutely. When I say gatekeeping, when I say gatekeepers, she's talking about those people holding viable information in fear of competition.
Mm.
I want you to think about it from a different perspective. My wife was on a Photoshop class. She was in a Photoshop class last night. This Photoshop class was advertised on, I'm sure, YouTube and Facebook for sure, by a couple of very popular designers. There was not a busting out amount of people on that in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Why should my wife pay for a Photoshop class and then go back and give it away for free? The only person she should be giving away to is me.
Right.
And our son. Or I'm just so now let's talk about the gatekeeping. The gatekeeping is me stopping you from advancing. The only thing that's stopping most people from advancing is their lack of getting up off their hind parts and going out and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
The anticipation of expectation, the unrealistic idea, and the man, I gotta say this.
Thank you for the gifts.
The audacity of people to want you to reach back because of what you look like and who they think you represent.
And you're not doing the work.
You're gonna go to your job for 8, 10, or 12 freaking hours a day, and you expect somebody to come back and tell you for free what they learned.
Mm-mm.
I say not. This is not a 501. This is not a nonprofit.
I did the work, so you need to do it too.
So you either going to pay me for my knowledge and my experience, and if I decide to give you something for free, that's me deciding to, but you will not guilt me into giving you something that you could have very well went and done yourself. Because if it's important, you will make a way. If it's not, you're going to make an excuse and blame somebody else for your lack of progress.
Mm-hmm.
What I say when we come on, and a lot of people are turned off by this, is it would be great to build a community of trusted counterparts to where you can exchange information and ideas. It would be great. But there's too many snakes out there, which is why people hold back information.
Yep.
Because we're tired of bending over to tie our shoes only to get run up in because somebody had ulterior motives when they met you in the first place. Because your idea of friendship, partnership, relationship, or communication or collaboration was to learn everything you could and not get, and give as minimal as possible. So once again, I'm not from Columbia, South Carolina, but I know wherever I lay my hat, this is where I'm from, and it's happening here too. I'm from Louisiana. It's happening here too. Doesn't matter where you lay your head, you're going to always run into people who are going to want more from you than they're willing to give.
Yep.
But it's up to you to cut it off.
And those people are in your life for a season.
For a reason and a season.
Reason and a season. After that.
But you have to learn how to discern. You got to learn how to discern who those people are and why they are there.
Right.
When you're building a business and you're going up, there's going to be people who are going to try to gravitate to you and hold on to you. You're either going to have enough strength to pull them up with you, or you're going to have enough strength to shake them off. It can't be both, because having people to hang around you that give you no value is a valueless relationship. Mm-hmm. It's a ship that's not sailing anywhere. So I'm going to tell you guys, when you come out here and you talk about sharing information is free. What people are paying for is the experience. Mm-hmm. You can go right there, for example, download Photoshop and go to Photoshop and start taking classes that Photoshop has already given you. Mm-hmm. Or what you can do is you can find someone who is educating, and you may have to pay a fee.
You can pay them for their time and their knowledge.
You're going to pay for money or time. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for jumping on. You ain't to pay for money or time.
Yeah.
But in my professional opinion, we should stop with all the bull about talking about keeping information from each other, because I don't see anybody going to Wally World asking them for the vendor list. I don't see anybody going to Target asking them how do they ship their items so cheaply. I don't see anybody going to a large corporation asking them for information that's protected, insider business information. It's only on these platforms, and it's only when you see people who look like you or people who you think are at your level. We ain't on the same level. Take that how you want to take it. Yeah. I don't mean it in a negative way, but take it how you want to take it. We're not at the same level. So you can't come here unrealistically expecting somebody just to give you something. This is business. Where in the history of business does it make sense to give you my recipe? Why would I spend time?
Don't be fooled, y'all.
Yeah, why would I spend time? I saw a situation where there was this person giving away a vendors list. This was some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they were selling the vendors list for like $9, right? $9.99.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife bought the vendors list
Mm-hmm.
just to see what was. She already had her vendors. She wanted to see what this person was selling. She wanted to see what this person who had
what was the hype about
all these tens of thousands of followers was selling to her ignorant audience. And you know what she was selling them? Vendors like Jiffy, All Day Shirts, Stanmar. She wasn't selling vendors that were in Asia. She was selling all expired vendors. She wasn't selling stuff that was beneficial. She was selling stuff that you could have used on, you could have found out on your own. And John, as you say, wow, on YouTube, wow is nothing. It's not a wow. People are preying on the ignorant and the lazy.
People are preying on the ignorant and the lazy because what? You don't want to get up off of your behind and do the work.
But when we come on here to share our products and our services, and when we come on here to try to do our best to build a relationship with you, the first thing we hear is, well, how much if I buy this much? Or can I get it for a discount? Or what type of printer is that? Or what type of this, ask me what type of paper I use. Ask me that. Ask me what type of paper I use. You know what I'm saying? Ask me something that we sell. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about, so you think about the problem is not the people who are selling it to the people who are ignorant and lazy. The problem is there's going to always be people who are ignorant and lazy. And I'm not going to say scamming them. You can't really say that, Sheila. You got to think about it.
Not scamming them.
Biblically speaking, biblically speaking, anything that's done, and I'm just paraphrasing, anything that's done out of I want to do it quick, I want to do it fast, it won't last. So technically, those personalities are scamming themselves. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank y'all for coming on. I want y'all to remember something. The most expensive thing that you can do is not pay attention. The most expensive thing you can do is not pay attention. It's very stressful. It's high anxiety getting on here because we never know what type of audience we're going to get. We never know. I never know who I'm going to come up against. I know my personality. And I'm going to tell you, I bet you a fat man to a funky nickel. Ain't nobody going to be on here and they're going to out-talk me and talk crazy and think they ain't coming back.
If you know,
you know.
You know.
But at the same time, there's a lot of anxiety on here because we are pressed to advertise. Listen, guys, we got a sale going on right now.
Weekend long sale, y'all. Our amazing sublimation paper, the rolls, and the packs. 25% off, okay, from today until Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Also, if you need a sublimation game sheet, we have 5 different sizes for you to choose from, okay? 25% off of our amazing sublimation game sheets. So get your designs ready. Get your fan designs ready. Get your t-shirt designs ready. Come on in and get your 25% off until Sunday, 11:59 p.m.
So do you need a coupon code?
No coupon code needed. No minimum purchase. Just go in if you want to buy 1. If you want to buy 100. If you want to buy 50, go ahead and do it. If
you have a 13-inch wide sublimation printer, whether it is converted or not, this is a 13-inch tacky paper roll.
Yep.
The way you use this roll, I'm going to be very, very clear and concise with you. This is 328 pieces.
328 feet.
328 feet. 328 feet of tacky paper. That means it's sticky. That means you don't have to spray anything on it, okay? Now, it's heat activated. In order to use this paper, you will go into your printer settings. You will set your paper size for the length that you want to use. You will cut the paper that length, and then you will feed that paper in. Once it starts printing, it will go. You cannot put this paper and expect it to roll because your printer won't pull like that, okay?
It's too heavy.
But do your own homework. This is an 8.5 inch. And this is a
For
24-inch
our
paper.
F570
Yep.
Customers, this is your 24-inch roll. This is a fast dry, okay? 24-inch roll for the Epson F570.
So all those are on sale.
25% off, okay, until Sunday. All right. Many of you may have already received text messages or emails from us, and we'll be doing this all weekend. Okay. And also don't forget to get your sheet paper. Okay. We also have cases of paper on sale if you want the cases. We even have the economy pack. If you want to just try economy pack. All of it is on sale today for 25% off up until Sunday. There is no minimum. There is no code. You can buy one or you can buy 100.
So I got a couple of questions I'm going to answer before we leave. And I'm going to share a link. I'm not sure if it's going to let me share the link, but someone on TikTok wants to know what's the best sublimation printer to get started with. I'm going to send you our link because we have a sublimation printer bundle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to send you our link and you can go on our website, theblankspot.com.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go to the website, theblankspot.com, this is La Page Pagina. I think that Pagina. It's been a minute since I did Spanish. La Pagina. Okay. The page. Go to our website. Once you're on our website, scroll down. It's going to be the third. I believe now it's the third. The third flyer. Mm-hmm. It's going to say what's new. That printer bundle is inside what's new. Mm-hmm. You can actually see what that bundle comes with. That's an actual sublimation printer. It's not a it's not a converted printer.
It's actual Epson sublimation printer.
Quanda, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks. Courtney says, and undercutting everyone, quality over quantity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Preach, brother. Definitely. Okay. Let's see. Another question. Can you make designs for a gang sheet if you have the theme? Can you, meaning us?
What thing?
So before we do that, we don't design. So it sounds like to me you may be looking at the theme. Can we make designs basically
for a theme?
For a gang sheet?
Oh, okay.
So we don't design.
So you can yourself though. Yeah. So if you have the images, you can just come over and choose one of our gang sheets. You can put those images on the gang sheet. We'll print it out for you in sublimation and we'll send it to you.
So how much is on the 24-inch roll? It's 100 feet.
100 feet.
Now, in the beginning, we used to try to sell 328 feet, but if you know, you know. If you have an Epson F570,
it's too big.
It won't close.
It's too thick.
Yeah, it's too thick.
So it has to be the 100 feet.
So it's 100 feet in there.
For the F570.
Say Tamara said, get on here talking crazy. Yeah, get on here talking crazy if you want to.
Hey, Tamara.
Yeah. And I don't, it's funny. It is really funny, Tamara, how customers expect us to be professional when they are not. We're human.
Listen.
We're human.
I'm gonna tell you that energy goes both ways. I
live off of and operate off of energy, and as does a lot of people. You cannot expect to slap somebody and tell them to turn the other cheek, man. In 2025, I'm just telling you, But if you're coming on these platforms and you're looking for valuable information, great products, and great services, we are here. If you're looking to troll, if you're looking to poke and prod, if you're looking for that, this ain't the place you want to be on this platform because I got a slick mouth. It's really quick. And before I can catch it, my temperature's risen, my blood pressure's up, and I've responded with something really slick. So that's something
I've been here before.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
If you know, you know.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna leave you with this. This is not a platform like you see a lot of other platforms where they just kiss people's behinds so I can get a lot of sales. We will never be that platform that just goes along to gets along. We want to tell the truth, and in doing so, that is going to expose a lot of people who y'all are following and shopping with. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, but some of those people probably need to be exposed. While minding my business, I was just telling the truth and exposing some things in the process. What you have to understand is following people, finding out their consistency, finding out what they're selling, because everyone is selling something. Whether it's, I'm giving you free tips and tricks because I want to build my social media platform so I can be monetized. Whether I have an affiliate link to a subpar product, but they're giving it to me for free and I want to make money on.
Right.
Do I really care about you and your progress if I'm selling you something that's cheap and jacked up? Think about that, because that same individual or individuals that are getting affiliate income by you clicking that link can go to a company like ours and ask us, do we offer affiliate and sell a much better product and get paid for it. But the problem, once again, I got to leave you with this. We're not on the same level, and you think that we are. You don't want to spend with me because you don't want me to make money off of you. You have no problem buying that thing from a larger corporation and getting jacked on a regular basis. You don't have a problem sitting in fast food lines getting cold food.
Right.
You don't have issues with that. But when we come on here and we talk about our products, a lot of people don't like the way the delivery is. When I speak, they don't like the delivery. I'm not shopping because because we're telling the truth. See, the truth cannot be a convenient conversation. It has to be a necessary one. And if sales means that I have to lie to you, then I guess we won't sell anything. If sales means that I have to, so right now I'm not putting on. This is me all day and part of tomorrow. This is 100% me. Some days I get on here and I put a fake smile on and I push through it. But this is me. I'm in my element. I like talking about business. I like talking about helping people through business. But you won't find a lot of people that can talk about their products and their services and explain to you how to use them. If you're looking for a platform that's going to teach you stuff, find an education and teachable crafting platform. They're out there. Just be careful who you follow. But if you're looking for some great quality products and services, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Check out our website. You don't have to wait until we offer a sale. You don't have to wait until we offer a rollback. You're gonna miss the boat because you're waiting on Thursday to get $1 screen prints, and somebody bought them all on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because you was waiting for $1 to get. So now you got to wait for us to re-up. It's so just think about that. Anyway, let me see, man. I'm full. I've been on here too long. I got some stuff that I want to do. I feel a lot better than I did before I came on. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on with me. And I appreciate you guys for coming on as well. Now, what we have to do is pack some orders. So go to the website, get you some quality paper, 25% off. Get you some quality gang sheets. Get that for 25% off. And then let's go and build and be great on purpose.
That's right.
So you got anything else?
Have a great weekend. We appreciate everybody that's doing business with us, coming on here, supporting us, just coming to the live and just, interacting with us. We appreciate that. That's the type of support that we like here at the Blank Spot. Okay. And don't forget, go to the website, get your deals, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel,
yes, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Also, if you have not subscribed to our mailing list, our email list, make sure you subscribe to the mail list, because every week when we send out emails, we send out extra codes for different things. It could be some tumblers, or it could be the full color screen prints. So not only it could be t-shirts. Not only are you getting the deal for that day, scrolling down in the email, we have other deals that nobody else is going to get when you subscribe to our email list.
So you're being rewarded.
You're being rewarded. To get to that email list, when you go to the website, there's going to be, wait a little bit, there should be a pop-up, and it's going to say join the Blank Spot family. That's where you can subscribe to the email list.
I bet somebody burning up right now. A couple of somebody's around here burning up right now. I said a lot of stuff. Like, you know, people watch. There's some people
Burn,
watching
baby,
out
burn.
there.
I mean,
There's some people watching out there.
burn.
I hope I got the message across.
I mean,
I hope I answered your question, John, as from yesterday.
Yeah, because
that's what you know. I hope I answered your question.
yeah.
But I will be in touch with you and see if we can come across some things, come upon some things.
Duty calls, y'all. Have a great day.
Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.